Hello everybody, I'm Dan RVD 2000, also known as Dan 2x10 on Xbox Live. And I'm back again with another predictions video for WWE Night of Champions. As we will get on with the kickoff show, as it will be Mojo Rawley versus Zack Ryder. None of them are champions, but for whatever reason, we have Mojo Rawley on the right and Zack Ryder on the left. But getting down to it, if you don't know how it works with my channel right here with my predictions, I picked who I think is going to win, and that's basically who WWE have booked to win, and who I want to win, which is my own personal opinion. So let's get this thing started then, with who I want to win. Who do I want to win? Zack Ryder. Who do I think is going to win? Mojo Rawley. So yeah, it's not exactly a easy prediction, or a complicated discussion. It's just one of those matches that's just gonna happen, I'm afraid. I don't know how many kickoff show matches there'll be, so on the day of the kickoff show, if there's any surprise entry, I will make the predictions on the time. But this is the only kickoff show match that we know, and the former Hype Bros, baby, are gonna be going at it. So, it's like my ear. But apart from that, I'm gonna have to move on to the next match. Ladies and gentlemen, as for whatever reason, the Fashion Police, or the Fashion Sailors by the look of the outfits in the picture here, Breezango is challenging the Bludgeon Brothers, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. Why would anyone want to challenge Luke Harper and Eric Rowan after going through this final morphosis of a change and finally being the dominant tag team they should have been when they first arrived on the scene as the Wyatt family members? They kind of started off okay, then they split up, then they faced each other and Luke Harper played the face and Eric Rowan was the heel. But then they did the opposite way round as well, where Luke Harper was the heel and Eric Rowan was the face. It was all a big mess. But finally, WWE have done the right thing, and they put them together as a team again, but making a top dominating heel tag team, squashing any local members of the audience, jobbers, in the process. And their next job is to be wiped out of the Team SmackDown Live roster is Breezango. So who do I think is going to win? The Bludgeon Brothers. I actually would love to see Breezango win this match, but it ain't going to happen. So even though I want Breezango to win, it's going to be the Bludgeon Brothers, isn't it? Luke Harper and Rowan are going to make mincemeat out of him. That's the end of it. So, you might as well just, you may have seen the last of the Fashion Files. So, I'll have to find out. Night of Clash of Champions. But until then, next match, as we got a triple threat match for the United States Championship, as this is the first championship match that we're gonna see in this here Clash of Champions, which rightfully matches the name of the title of the pay-per-view. We have the wannabe show-off Dolph Ziggler that shouldn't even be in the WWE no more, going up against Bobby Roode as another challenger, the most glorious one of them all in this triple threat match, Bobby Roode, and the champion Baron Corbin, with the smirk on the look of his face in this picture that just looks like saying, meh, I don't care, I'm the United States Champion, and I'm gonna be the United States Champion for quite some time. Who do I think is gonna win? Baron Corbin. Who do I want to win? The glorious Bobby Roode. Who do I think is gonna get the pinfall? I think Bobby Roode on Dolph Ziggler, meaning that Baron Corbin won't get pinned in this matchup to lose the title. That's what I think is going to happen. either way, I think if they're gonna go on the champion retaining, it will be on one of the two challengers, most likely Bobby Roode. If it's going to be new champion, it'll be one of the two challengers, either Dolph Ziggler pinning Bobby Roode or Bobby Roode pinning Dolph Ziggler in that scenario. Or in the third scenario, where Bobby Roode does a finisher, does the glorious DDT to Dolph Ziggler, and Baron Corbin takes advantage by choking Bobby Roode outside the ring and pins Dolph Ziggler to retain. So that's the scenarios for you. But at the end of the day, those are my predictions. For this match, I think it'll be Baron Corbin, but I want Bobby Roode. So yeah, going on to the next match. This is a match that I thought was going to be, well, the main event of the evening. Now, it still can be the main event of the evening, but there it goes anyway. Hello? 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and I'm back. Anyway, yes, this is the main event status of a matchup that is the third match on the card on the screen here for the people that want to know what matchups are next. So I don't know if it's going to be the way that they present it to us on Night of Champions. But still, on to our predictions time. Now, we have been hearing on for the people that have been catching up to WWE as of late. And spoiler alert for anyone that's not seen SmackDown before they've seen those reactions. Okay. So over on SmackDown Live, we've been seeing a rivalry build up for the last few months between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Shane McMahon. And at Survivor Series, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn got involved in the matchup, costing them the matchup. Well, not only that, but some shenanigans with Triple H didn't help anyway. But, with that being said, we are now down to this part of the rivalry, where if Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn get pinned, yes, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn got a vendetta against Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon made a tag team match for Clash of Champions as Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will face Randy Orton and a partner that he's choosing. Randy Orton chose Shinsuke Nakamura. But then Shane McMahon added to the fact that he will be the special guest referee in this match. But recently on SmackDown Live, Daniel Bryan just wanted to make sure it was fair and said, hey, I'll do something that's never been done before, even though it has, where there'll be 2 referees and 2 special guest referees in this match, and the second referee will be me. So, as you can clearly see in this match, there are 2 referees in this match. 1, Daniel Bryan, 2, Shane McMahon. And it's not like it's been done before, they said. It hasn't been done before, this is the first time ever. WRONG! It's like Daniel Bryan's been smacked in the head so many times, he really has got a concussion. Because so have the commentators, as we have had matches where there's been 2 referees in the match, and there's been matches where even there's been 2 special guest referees as well. So, I'm sorry, but you have done it before, WWE. You forget a lot of history in the past. So, as former King Ross would say, same old shit, new era, same old shit. Ugh. Yes, the new era, same old shit, because we have seen this type of thing before. So now we're getting on to my predictions. Who do I think is going to win? Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. The reason why is because I can't see them getting fired because they're too good. And even if they do, this me thinking it's going to be a you're fired type of situation. Like when John Cena has gotten fired in the past and he's bought tickets to Monday Night Raw, yay! Because I can buy tickets means you can't get rid of me, blah blah blah. Who do I want to win? Shinsuke Nakamura and Randy Orton. So, but do I think that Daniel Bryan's going to turn heel? Or not turn heel in a sense? Personally, yes. Yes, he's going to turn heel in a kind of way that he won't be heel, but he will be heel in a short amount of time. Yes, he will get first for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and yes, he's going to make them help them win. So, that's my prediction for that match. So, I'm going to have to move on to the next match. Okay, we have a fatal 4-way tag team match for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. The second lot of tag team, second lot of gold that's gonna be on the line at Clash of Champions. Now, usually the way that tag team fatal 4-way matches or tag team matches where it has more than one tag teams work is that, well, two people will start in the ring and they can tag in anybody at the same time. However, according to the SmackDown Live last week, this time it's different, where 4 members, one person of each team will be starting in the ring and each time, which is the way they should have been done ages ago, when they first started doing triple threat tag team matches and fatal 4-way tag team matches to begin with. Instead of this whole, 2 people start but you can tag in anybody. Why would you want to do that when you could lose the tag team championship? So finally, apparently, if it doesn't do it the way I think they're going to do it, they're going to have 4 people in the ring. So for example, if Big E and Kofi Kingston are the 2 representing the New Day, then Big E will be in the ring, for example. Taking on Jimmy Uso, Chad Gable, and Rusev, and then they can tag in their partners at any time in the matchup, obviously. So, this isn't elimination, so therefore, it's the first team to pick up the victory will win. So, who do I think is going to win? I think it will be Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. But who do I want to win? I actually want it to be Rusev Day! As I want Rusev and Aiden English to win, as they've been on quite a roll as of late. I mean, it's just so damn good. They picking up a victory over the New Day last week, and this past week, they picked up a victory up against the Usos. So yes. It's gonna be a very happy holidays for Team Rusev and Aiden English if they manage to get the job done. Because I think this is the last pay-per-view before the new year. So yeah, very Merry Christmas for them if they win tonight. This Sunday. But yeah, that's my predictions. For this match. So going on to the next match. Oh my god. Anyone else sick and tired of seeing this match for like the 300th time? WWE love a good rivalry, don't they? They love John Cena versus Randy Orton. They love Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. They love every fucking big rivalry that's been in the WWE for a long time. The same could be said for the women, like Sasha Banks versus Bayley, like Trish Stratus versus Lita, and now we've got Charlotte versus Natalia, the Hearts versus the Flairs. They've been battling out for ages. Give it a rest already. For God's sake, we have the first ever women's Miss Money in the Bank, just at ringside with multiple other women in a lumberjack match, which I'm glad they called it that called it a lumberjack match now, as even though in the past they called it a lumberjill match, just because all they're women, which means they're gonna be called lumberjills. Yeah, still, Natalia versus Charlotte. I've heard it the third, fourth time. I've lost count now. And I'm gonna stick to my predictions every single time. I don't think there's gonna. I think there'll be a new. I really want a cash-in to happen. But for the actual lumberjack match itself, it'll be a no contest because it'll be a big brawl inside the ring. And just be thrown out. So if it wasn't to be a no contest and I had to pick someone, I think Charlotte will win, and I want Charlotte to win. So that's my prediction. But yeah, it'll be thrown out by like all the lumberjacks just beating each other up, and the brawl will happen. And I think Carmella will try and stay away from the action as sneakily as possible, and then everyone separates everybody, and the Riot Squad get involved, and they get separated, and Charlotte, they attack Charlotte after the match with the way that they did with Naomi, while the other lumberjacks are beating each other up on the outside, and Charlotte will be knocked out, and then Carmella will be like, opportunity knocks on her knockers. But yeah, I think that will be a cash-in, and I hope that there's a cash-in. But I've been hoping for a cash-in successfully, I might add, for quite some time. They screwed up Money in the Bank by making it a single pay-per-view for a single brand by having the failed cash-in for Baron Corbin. In my opinion, they should have made it for both brands of Raw and SmackDown, and have the women's match for both Raw and SmackDown as well, where you can have, I don't know, how many were there? I think there was like 6, 8. They could have 4 for SmackDown, 4 for Raw, 4 women for both, to try and compete for them and miss Money in the Bank, and can cash in against either the SmackDown or Raw Women's Champion at any time they wanted. But no, it was a SmackDown only pay-per-view, and the Money in the Bank itself was fucked up all over the place. So next year, get it right, WWE, and make it for pay-per-views for both Raw and SmackDown to compete in, and make a Money in the Bank match for Raw and SmackDown. But I'm going off topic, because I'd love to see a cash-in from Carmella this here matchup. So I'm going to have to move on to the next match. Oh, well, as we know, here we have the main event, I think. I can't remember if there's any more, but I'm going to go through it anyway, as we are going to have a one-on-one matchup. No Singh brothers, as for former WWE Champion Jinder Mahal is cashing in his rematch clause to take on AJ Styles for the WWE Championship, as the WWE Champion AJ Styles. He's going to win, isn't he? I think AJ Styles, and I want AJ Styles. Good luck, Jinder Mahal. You beat down AJ Styles backstage, but one-on-one, in the middle of the ring, it ain't gonna happen. So, like I just said about 2 seconds ago, we ain't got a lurking Baron Corbin with Mr. Money in the Bank anymore, so we ain't gonna worry about that. So, it's gonna be an interesting matchup. But, like before, AJ Styles is gonna beat your ass, Jinder Mahal, and that is gonna be it. No more Jinder Mahal running for the WWE Championship. As long as he doesn't win the Royal Rumble. If he wins the Royal Rumble, we're all screwed. He could enter the Royal Rumble and get eliminated, but no. As that's the next pay-per-view in January, and that's the Royal Rumble. And considering that we know one match already, we kind of do and we kind of don't. And that's the Royal Rumble match itself. That's the only match that's booked for Royal Rumble. So who's going to be the champion at Royal Rumble? Who's going to be heading towards the next pay-per-view as the WWE champion? who's gonna go to the Royal Rumble as the United States Champion? Who's gonna go into the Royal Rumble as the Tag Team Champions? And who's going into the Royal Rumble as the Women's Champion for SmackDown Live? There's only one way to find out, and that's after the WWE Clash of Champions. All the championships will must be defended. But yeah, I guess that's it really. As I said, I think AJ's gonna win, and I want AJ to win. And we're gonna have to make the future predictions for WWE Royal Rumble itself. I'm Dan R33 2000, also known as Dan 2010, and let me know in the comments what you think is of WWE Clash of Champions match card, and who you think is going to win at Clash of Champions. And until next time, I'm Dan R33 2000, also known as Dan 2010 on Xbox Live, saying bye bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to watch the previous video, click on the video on the left. But if you want to watch the playlist, then click on the video on the right. Also, feel free to click subscribe by clicking on the Master Chief icon on the top.